Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's your man's Ray Angelo here to give you boys and girls your daily antidote, and welcome to the RCC. You know what I'm saying? We gonna start it off with this. Welcome to the RCC. We're gonna have live streams. We're gonna have reactions. We're gonna have interactions. Where whatever y'all want me to react to, whatever y'all want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to get to know me, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? But for right now, I'm gonna just cut straight to it. We're gonna get to this Tupac. 30 years later, man, and is just now getting cracked open to see what's going on. 30 years later. That just tells you, like, one, how the judicial system is, two, how humanity is, and three, how things you could think that something that you did yesterday is gone and forgot about, how it could bite you in the ass whenever it feel like it, you know what I'm saying? Or whenever you piss somebody off and, you know what I'm saying, if somebody want to pull something out your ass, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna watch this. We're gonna get started from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? I know it's probably, what, day 3 of the trial, whatever. I don't know how long it's been going. I'm probably late myself, but I'm catching myself back up because it keep popping up on my timeline. And, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Poetic Flacco. He been following up on it and everything, but we gonna see what's going on with it, man. So hope everybody having a good day. You know what I'm saying? We're going live right now. And also, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and all that good stuff you see at the bottom and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? And also follow me, follow my other channel, the Titanium Perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's my podcast. And also RCC Daily News. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, whatever is in, just in. We bringing it to you, you know what I'm saying? Just so we can have everybody informed, because you know how everybody on their phones nowadays or on YouTube, ain't nobody watching real TV or watching the real news, so might as well give it to you in a real form with a real reaction and from a real perspective, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's your man's Rangelo. Let's get it. Let's see what they talk about. Let's pull it up, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Hold on. We're gonna switch it up for y'all real quick. 1, 2, boom! Yeah. Yeah, that's my dog Dice back there, man. He be tripping sometimes. But yeah, let's see what they talking about, man.
But first, from our 8 News Now investigators, a Valley home searched in connection to the Tupac Shakur murder investigation nearly 27 years after his death. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. Metro Police confirming they searched a home as part of their ongoing work to solve who killed the rapper and hip-hop icon. 8 News Now investigator David Charnes breaking this story. David, what are you learning tonight?
Right, Denise, sources telling the 8 News Now investigators this search involves Dwayne Davis, also known as Keith D. Davis speaking publicly about the night Tupac died in videos on YouTube and in a book. It's a murder that shocked the world of music. 25-year-old Tupac Shakur shot 4 times inside this BMW in this intersection near the Las Vegas Strip in September 1996. He would die from his injuries 6 days later. 8 News Now investigator Vanessa Murphy speaking exclusively with paramedics in 2016.
We brought the gurney up,
over,
just pulled him out.
pulled him out, and that's when, everybody was yelling, Tupac, Tupac.
Over the last 27 years, Metro Police have made no arrests, suspecting a rival gang targeted the rapper after a Mike Tyson fight. Someone in another car shot Shakur. The question, after all these years remaining, who was it? Sources telling the 8 News Now investigators Tuesday the warrant served at a home in Henderson Monday involves 60-year-old Dwayne Davis, also known as Keith D. He's made several public statements about a possible shooter. Sources say detectives may have been looking for writings or documents connected to a book Davis recently published. People at the home declined to comment Tuesday, warning things could escalate should we still. Right now, nobody is in custody, and a quarter century later, police have never filed charges in this case, a case Metro says it is determined to solve. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
Our CBS affiliate in Los Angeles reporting Davis is on tape confessing to being in the car with the shooter. Nevada does not have a statute of limitations in murder cases.
The arrest of Keith D puts his Henderson neighborhood.
Yeah. And that's exactly what that feel like. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine, bro. You still a bag of chips from the corner store. You feel like you good. You smashed that bag of chips, bro. Not to make a joke of this, man. Rest in peace, Tupac. All of this, bro. And to all the condolences to his family. But bro, 30 years later. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bruh, you gotta watch what you're doing, especially nowadays with the cameras and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You walk outside, man, it's to the point where even when you in the house, you can't even trust the cameras that you've bought yourself. You know what I'm saying? They can be hacked. These cameras, man, is like, and back then they didn't even have cameras. I mean, back then, bro, I probably was like, what? Probably what? 4, 5 or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Or something around that. So it's like, bro, it's damage and chills. Like you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Especially not nothing in the streets. The streets is dead. If y'all still out there in the streets and still believing that the streets is real and you can still make stuff move and shake in the streets, I honestly don't get it because I don't know if it's the whole trap thing that came and messed up everything, whatever, but I really feel like because if you think about it, the people that was in the streets in the past, like in the with the Frank Lucas and all of them, this and that. Yeah, it was in the open, but it wasn't like super violently flaunted. Yeah, Frank Lucas went out like with a bang, but at the same time, when you seen a dude in the streets back then, he was suited up, booted up, you know what I'm saying? Got his woman looking good. These days, everything like dude hop out no shirt on with a Draco wrapped around his neck. You know what I'm saying? He mean mugging everybody. He gotta be mean. And like, bro, these days it's the goons that used to be behind the man. They the ones in the front. You know what I'm saying? They just looking sloppy than a mug, dog. So we gotta clean that up too, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I put it like this. Back then at that time, they was dressing cool. You see what they was wearing when they was in Las Vegas and all of that. This is and that. It was cool. Nowadays, man, you see a 50, 60-year-old trying to wear some Amiris with some big ass Balenciagas. Like, bro, come on, man. What you doing? What example is you setting? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, for one, bro, we gotta watch what we doing out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? For this house to get raided 30 years later, scratch what could have been said in between by somebody else, bro. You chilling at the crib. Probably you thinking about some fire eggs you about to get up and make. You sitting there scratching your balls like, yeah, man, them eggs about to be fire, bro. These bacon about to be crazy. Oh, and I got the beef bacon too. It's about to go up. Put some Hawaiian bread with it too. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And you just farted and you ready to get up because that just let out a lot of pressure. Now you feeling good. You about to get up. Before your sole or your foot can even touch the ground, they kicking in your door. Why they kicking in your door? for some shit that you was connected to. Not even saying we still talking allegedly because we none of us was there. I was young as hell, but to know that they're kicking in your door about something, whether you did it or not, it's something 30 years ago, bro. I would still be in shock right now. Whatever day they ran to do crib, I would still be in shock right now. Forget if I did it. I would be in shock at the judicial system. Like, what? I would be in shock and in laughter. Like, yo, bro, hey, look, I'm baffled. These niggas just really came and picked me up over some shit 30 years ago, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. That's what's really crazy to me. Yes, rest in peace, Tupac. But, bro, like, it's almost to the point, dog, the judicial system should be ashamed of themselves at this point. Like, the investigators should be ashamed of themselves. There's no way everybody that was a part of the doggone case should not be facing some kind of something. Every person. For it to be swept under the rug for 30 years. It's crazy, bruh. Like, it's almost disrespectful to the whole Tupac Foundation. It's disrespectful to the whole United States. Everything, bro. Because it's disrespectful to humanity as a whole, bro, for a whole investigation to go uncovered for 30 years and all of a sudden out of the blue because some dude that possibly was there or possibly did it decide to write a book, bro. Man, we living in some wild times right now, bro, but let's get it, man.
In the spotlight.
Our 8 News Now investigators team coverage continues now with Kyle Payne outside of the murder defendant's home.
Almost an eerie quiet here in this Henderson neighborhood, which has become today one of the centers of the news and entertainment universe. Neighbors finding out that one of the residents here charged with a notorious murder.
I didn't know there was an arrest this morning. Like I said, this is a quiet neighborhood. I've been here 20-some years, and never had any problems. But, I mean, I had no problems with them either. I didn't even know they were there.
But they were there, at least until Keefe D got arrested, sources say, in this Henderson neighborhood. None of the neighbors we spoke with saw or heard anything this time, far different from the scene several weeks ago when they searched his home.
Hands up top of your head right now. Hold on, my boy.
Today, even though the neighborhood's Facebook group, which called itself Section 27 Neighborhood Watch, circulated a couple of rumors about the arrest, nothing the 8 News Now investigators could confirm other than surprise.
Yeah. There's several other neighbors are all surprised too, so it's I guess exciting.
You know what happened here today? A little exciting also at Keefe D's doorstep, where we tried to speak with the man in this car who said he was there to see Keefe D's son, who neighbors say also lives in the home. He did not want to talk.
No comment.
No comment from anyone inside Keefe D's home either.
Hello?
Hello, Channel 8.
What do you want?
We wanted to ask a couple questions.
Get right to my door.
The last time an 8 News Now reporter was on this street at this house for this story, the family said to get off their property or things would escalate. Reporting in Henderson, Kyle Payne, 8 News Now.
Public records indicate that Keefe D does not own the house in Henderson. By all accounts, that home is in his wife's name.
A judge sets bail at $750,000 for the man accused of ordering the murder of Tupac Shakur. And this is a case our 8 News Now investigators blew wide open this past summer. Well, now Dwayne Keefe D. Davis has a chance to get out of jail pending trial. 8 News Now investigator David Charnes shows us what happened from court and plays the audio recording Davis believes gave him immunity.
The problem for defense is that their defense is our client's a liar. That's the defense. Our client is a liar.
Prosecutors hoping to send Dwayne Davis to prison for the murder of Tupac Shakur say Davis's own statements work against him.
So you hand the gun to the back seat? Yeah.
In addition to interviews in his book, Davis spoke to Los Angeles police detectives in this 2008 recorded interview the 8 News Now investigators obtained.
He leaned over on the window, we rolled down the window, pop.
Now, see, my thing is, I've never been locked up. I never been in trial. I never did none of that. But if a man is saying this and saying that, wouldn't that how would that even cause a trial at that? Especially if y'all want to dig up the doggone case 30 years later. I get the judicial system wanna create jobs, etc. This is and that. But I don't know, bro. It just does. This is kids. This is why you just stay in school, do what you got to do, build your business, trade, uh, garden, get some dogs, have some kids, man, and live, bro. This gang banging stuff, like I'm confused. Like, look, I'm from Detroit, and I've been in LA for some years, bro. Some years enough to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say you ain't a part of the politics. You shouldn't be talking about the man. I've been here for some years to see and know what's going on. And bruh, in 2026, the technology is only getting better. So if you're still trying to do that stuff that they were doing in the 90s and the 80s and 70s, sir, you're committing suicide. Stop. I wasn't talking to you, Siri. I wasn't talking to you, Siri. I said, sir.
Okay. I'll call.
No.
Let me know if there's something else you need.
All right, chill out. So yeah, man. Bro, like, I can't reiterate it enough, bro. Like, I get this same chair that I'm sitting in that I'm I could hear in. I've had multiple gangbangers that I've talked to, given my perspective. And they both, and I mean, they all have said, yes, it's just stupid. But then as soon as they go outside, they turn right back into it. I truly believe, bro, none of these dudes want to do it. They just afraid that they homeboys ain't going to hang with them no more and they can't be by themselves after they say, hey, I don't want to do this no more. Or they scared of their homeboys, which is crazy to me, bro. I've been out here for some years. I have had not one urge to have to. I don't even have family. That's the thing. See, my whole thing is I don't get the whole gangbanging period. One person used to tell me, hey, used to say, hey, yeah, people would like to want to keep family, brotherhood, whatever this is and that. This is and that. Or want to feel wanted, or whatever. Bro, I ain't had family since I was 17. I have had not one urge to join not one gang. I truly do not understand it, bro. So kids, as we continue to watch this video, learn from this. Do not be influenced by it. It's nothing cool at all, bro. And for there to be people in their 30s and 20s even in 2026 in Paradise of America still trying to gangbang and influenced by this stuff. And I know some of y'all is connected to these people, families, and I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, talk to your people, bro. We looking bad as a race, a whole entire race. And this is an epitome of it because this is Paradise of America where black people should be appreciative of what we have and where we are. Come on, man.
They would drove on my side, I would have popped them.
Davis believes this conversation gave him immunity, even though it happened outside of Metro Police's jurisdiction. Prosecutors say Davis called the shots, but his nephew fired the bullets that killed Shakur. Davis's public defenders say his comments and others from purported gang members muddy this case's waters.
Part of the problem is this case has been tried on YouTube already.
As Judge Carly Kearney weighed setting bail, prosecutors pointed to a witness list they say another public defender, not even assigned to the case, provided Davis.
It was probably both unethical and ridiculously dangerous to provide a list of 39 people and tell Mr. Davis that these are people that have provided information to the police.
They claim Davis then told a family member the list of names and that those people may have been threatened.
This wasn't any surprise, Dwayne. Dwayne know everybody on there. Half of the people on that list aren't involved in the case. Half the lists are dead.
We did not receive a response from that public defender. Davis's public defenders say they do believe he can post bond. That would be just above $100,000. If he does get out of jail, he will be confined to house arrest, and his trial, however, was scheduled to begin this summer but will likely be delayed. The attorney for the man accused of ordering the murder of Tupac Shakur says his client is close to posting bail and could soon await his trial from his Henderson home. That development as a judge moves that trial to later this year. 8 News Now investigator David Charn speaking with that attorney. And David, he says this is going to be big.
Yeah, Kirsten, so big he needs more time to go over the evidence prosecutors have against his client. Now, if this schedule holds, Dwayne Davis would go on trial in November. And today his new attorney says he can win.
Well, it's the biggest case that since OJ. Why wouldn't you want to take this case on?
It's a big case Dwayne Davis's new attorney is taking head on. Davis, charged with murder in the death of Tupac Shakur, hiring Carl Arnold in January. In court Tuesday, Arnold asked a judge to give him time to review the evidence, pushing a trial to November. Prosecutors allege Davis was the shot caller, ordering the rapper's killing a block off the Strip. Over the past several years, Davis has made public comments about that night and handing the shooter a gun, though police never found the weapon. Arnold says prosecutors will have to prove truth beyond Davis's own words.
Right now, the state hasn't provided any evidence to corroborate the statement that he's given.
Metro Police arrested Davis in September, and he's remained in jail since. Arnold says his client is close to posting the $75,000 he needs to go on house arrest.
He's upbeat that he can possibly get out of here real soon.
In the meantime, all eyes are on the fall.
It's going to be a great trial, I'll tell you that.
So if Davis comes up with that money to post bail, remember his total bail is $750,000, but he just needs to put up a portion of that. He'll have to go before the same judge again and tell her just who is paying for it. I'm David Charns, 8 News Now.
Thank you, David. If the trial schedule holds for November, it will mark 28 years since Shakur's death.
You do not think he had any involvement in the murder of Tupac Shakur?
No.
None?
None.
He was not there?
No, I don't believe he's there.
The lawyer representing the man accused of orchestrating the murder of Tupac Shakur says we shouldn't believe his client as he prepares to represent him in what's being set up as the year's biggest trial. And tonight, that
Hold up. What did I just hear? Did this guy just say, you shouldn't believe my client? That's not what the clients told him to say. The client, that's what he heard the money say. Man, my dog's going crazy. But yeah, that's what the money said. That's how you know, like, okay, so like, look, two things that showed us back then, and it's crazy that these games don't exist right now. You know what I'm saying? But two games that were very educational. The game Life is board games. Life, some of y'all probably don't even know what it is. Y'all probably too young for that. But it's Life and Monopoly. You remember on Monopoly when, like, if you landed on that one square, you got to go to jail. Or if you got the bond to not go to jail or enough money not to go to jail, you ain't going. You already bought 30 years. This man about to buy some more years. Unless somebody else on the other end paying more money. This all is a money game. That's what this junk seemed like. You see that smile on his man, that attorney's face, bro? Who wouldn't take this case? This is the biggest case since OJ. That man don't care about that doggone man fighting for his life. He about to win this and get so much rip off of this doggone case, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, again, kids, stay in school, do the right thing, build your business, help the community out, look out for people, be a blessing. That's all you gotta do, bro. Street junk is dead. It's almost to the point hip hop is dead, bro. It's crazy right now, bro. That man said, "Don't believe my client." Hell no. Man, we in trouble.
That attorney is sitting down with one local journalist, and that's 8 News Now investigator David Charns. Thanks for joining us. I'm Denise Valdez.
Brian Loftus, our 8 News Now investigators, broke the news of the raid at Dwayne Keefe D. Davis's house. That set off his arrest and now his criminal case in the murder of the hip-hop icon.
And now his attorney says, don't believe him. Here's 8 News Now investigator David Charns with the interview you will only see on 8.
He's a liar, then. That's the statement is.
I would definitely say he's a liar.
Defense attorney Carl Arnold says we shouldn't believe what 60-year-old Dwayne Keefe D. Davis has to say about the shooting of Tupac Shakur.
He keeps repeating this, is that the whole thing is unfair. He feels that he had protection from his earlier statements that were made.
Those earlier statements to police in California who were investigating not the death of Shakur, but the death of Notorious B.I.G.
He didn't have any information, but said, hey, let me try to, rehash this Tupac murder, give you some information that he heard on the streets, and he filled in the gaps as they were asking questions.
Arnold says Davis lied about his alleged involvement in Shakur's murder, saying he was in the shooter's car and handed him the gun. That eventually unraveled, according to Arnold, where those private statements to police turned into public interviews, paid interviews.
He's sitting over there, how come I didn't make any money on this? And now someone's presenting him with the opportunity to make some money, combined with, okay, he's looking at these are
When the money call, black people gonna pick up. I see, man. There are some people that out here that want to get you so bad that they will dangle something that you want so bad right in front of you just to get you in the trap. I'm gonna say that again. There are people that want you knocked off and doing bad so bad that they will dangle what you want so bad right in your face just to lead you into a trap. I'm gonna give you an example, man. Shit, we got plenty examples. Matter of fact, man, shoot, all these dudes that done been killed over females. You've been lured into a trap that another dude then sent a chick to you. You so thirsty, you bite. You in there smacking, boom. You smacking in the middle of smacking. 10 dudes busting there and off you. Bunch of situations like that. I'm just leave it at that one, but it's like, he said he needed some money. The person heard he needed some money. They said they had his connector to get this book done, whatever. I'm gonna give you this bread. Y'all heard what he just said? He wanted some money. He said, where I'm gonna get some money out of this? Where my part of getting some money out of this? Somebody heard that and they gave him some money and he said everything. Whether it was a lie or not, he said what he said. But what he said was on paper and recorded. So how you gonna fight that? I don't know. But look like, I don't know if this attorney, whatever his name is, he got faith in something. He got faith in either that lump sum of money that you gave him, or he got faith in that you knew you was lying and you have proof that you were lying. It's one of them. So it's 50-50 at this point. We just getting started. Let's see what's going on, man. Again, stay in school, kids. Get you a job, build your business, look out for the community, be a blessing. All that street shit is dead. All that street shit is dead, man. It's dead. Leave it alone, man. If you got some gangbanging friends, talk to your friends. If they don't want to hear what you're saying, they not your friends. You dig.
His last years of life, let me tell my story.
So isn't it kind of stupid to do that and then get hit with a murder charge?
Yeah, it was really stupid. But then again, here's what he's thinking is, he already said all these things way back when.
Arnold says it's now up to prosecutors to prove Davis's own statements are true beyond a reasonable doubt. And as far as Arnold knows, there's no video or DNA evidence to prove that.
How do you defend those statements?
Again, there's no proof of that. That's the first thing.
So his own words you can't take for granted is what you're saying?
Correct. There has to be some type of corroboration. Anybody can say, well, I gave this person the gun and he shot Tupac.
So if he didn't do it, does he know who did?
No, he does not know who did.
And why should we trust Keefy D now?
You shouldn't trust Keefy D. You absolutely shouldn't. And that should be the thing that causes him to walk.
Arnold.
I'm just trying to think, bro. Like, I don't know. I always heard that like lawyers are the closest thing to liars. But it's like, bro, I just don't trust dude. I don't trust dude. Even if I was the lawyer, I wouldn't trust. I mean, the judge, I wouldn't even trust dude. He just like, he seemed like he probably got like 10 hoes somewhere, pimping all of them, crazy gorilla style. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Like, he seemed super money hungry. You know what I'm saying? At this point, it just seemed like I hope like they find some dirt on him and just get a better lawyer and a new one and hope he better. Cause I don't trust dude. I don't know, man. Even if it is something that could be fought or something that could be exposed that where he wasn't to fight. I mean, wasn't there or did it. He making it suspicious. Just off of what we just heard, bro, and watched. I just said, what the heck? I say heard. Yeah, bro. yeah, look, dog. Stay in school, kids. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else this dude about to try to manipulate us with, man.
Says he plans to subpoena Suge Knight for the trial. Knight is the only living witness and was driving the car Tupac was riding in. Arnold also says another witness we could hear from, Sean P. Diddy Combs. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
Davis remains in custody on $750,000 bail. Arnold and prosecutors back in court next week to tell a judge how their preparation for the scheduled fall trial is going.
They're not only ugly on the outside, but they're ugly on the inside too.
Dwayne Keefe D. Davis lashing out at prosecutors during another hearing about releasing him on bail.
And you just use something in the boxes. They just use something in the boxes. From 1996.
Those boxes contain a 2006 interview from a gang member who prosecutors say implicates Davis in Shakur's murder.
He makes that statement 2 years before any confession the defendant ever made.
But speaking out of turn, Davis says he believes those boxes came from retired LAPD detective Greg Kading, who interviewed Davis as part of the investigation into the death of rapper Notorious B.I.G. In a recorded interview, Davis told Kading what happened in Shakur's case, believing he would have immunity.
The boxes should not be allowed. I've been at his house for 15 years, and they do interviews, going in the boxes.
Well, Tuesday's hearing centered on that new evidence. The main reason was Davis's bail, the judge denying Davis's first attempt over concerns the man putting up the more than $112,000 was really a middleman. She also said she was concerned Davis could profit off the alleged crime, but Davis's attorney says no law prevents that until a person is convicted.
Right now, his son, myself, even he can enter into a contract with any media entity and make money on this case.
Now,
a judge refusing to dismiss the case against the man accused of orchestrating the murder of Tupac Shakur. Thank you for joining us at 4. I'm Kirsten Joyce.
And I'm Brian Loftus. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis says he was there when the rapper and hip pop star died, and prosecutors say those statements are really the key to their case.
8 News Now investigator David Charnes in court as a trial gets ever closer.
Clark County District Court Judge Carly Kearney declining to dismiss Dwayne Keefe D. Davis's murder case Tuesday after hearing arguments from his attorney about why she should drop it.
We cannot have just the confessions, because if you just leave that to the jury's going to just assume guilt because he confessed.
Those confessions in Davis's book and in TV interviews where he said he was there the night in 1996 when Tupac Shakur was shot and killed. Davis has said he handed Shakur's killer the murder weapon.
Mr. Davis chose upon himself to publicly confess to a crime multiple times.
Prosecutors say they accelerated their case against Davis once he published that book in 2019. But Davis's attorney says they waited too long, 27 years to charge him.
They just can't sit here and say, well, he kept talking about it. No, you had that information in the beginning. You should have arrested him back in 2009.
Over the years, Davis met with police in California and Nevada. He thought he had protection from the law regarding the murder case, but prosecutors and the judge disagree.
Only a court in the state of Nevada could say Mr. Davis has immunity from the crime of murder in the state of Nevada.
Right now, a trial in this case is scheduled for March, but that is unlikely to happen. The judge ordering everybody back in February to talk about if they're going to be ready for that date. At the Regional Justice Center, I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
And the judge has declined to release Davis on house arrest over concerns he could profit from his criminal case. She previously set his bail at $750,000. Brian?
The man accused in the murder of hip-hop legend Tupac Shakur giving his first interviews with 8 News Now investigator Vanessa Murphy. You're watching 8 News Now at 6. I'm Brian Loftus.
I'm Denise Valdez. Vanessa has been visiting him in jail actually now for months as he proclaims his innocence and insists he'll soon be released.
Dwayne Keefe D. Davis insists he was not involved in the murder of rap legend Tupac Shakur.
So were you there that night in that car? What was your role?
No, I wasn't there. I wasn't there at all. No car or nothing. I wasn't even in Vegas. They ain't got no proof I was in Vegas. They ain't got no gun, no car, no KPD, no nothing.
Shakur's murder, an unsolved case since 1996 when he was shot and killed near the Las Vegas Strip. As first reported by the 8 News Now investigators, Metro Police arrested Davis in 2023 after he wrote a book and gave interviews stating he passed the gun to the shooter.
How much money do you think you made from the book and the interviews?
Davis insisting he'd be released from jail since our first visit with him back in September. Clark County District Court Judge Carly Kearney set his bail at $750,000 with a requirement to know exactly where the money is coming from to make sure Davis wouldn't profit from the case.
I'm an American citizen. They act like I'm guilty before I give the chance. It's not Russian to say Iran. This is wrong.
He claims he previously made an immunity deal with the federal government.
I'm never supposed to be put in jail for this. Never.
Well, they're pointing to the interviews and the book.
I didn't violate that much.
And during our visit in January, Davis continues to insist he's innocent.
They ain't got me. They ain't got no car. They ain't got no gun. They don't have no forensics. They don't got me. They got everybody on video. They got me on video.
By our visit in February, Davis was also facing charges in connection with this incident in jail. During each visit from September through as recent as Tuesday, Davis insists he'll soon be a free man.
I ain't no flight risk or no threat to the community.
At the time of his arrest, Davis was living in Henderson, a grandpa by then who had fought cancer. Now he is charged in one of the most notorious murder cases in America.
A jury trial is scheduled for early 2026. Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
And Davis's next court appearance is scheduled for June.
We anticipate presenting a competing narrative and a more truthful narrative concerning those events of September. Our client was not involved in the shooting.
Things wrong in my life, but I've done nothing criminally.
Not involved in the shooting death of rap icon Tupac Shakur. It's a huge murder case that happened right here in Las Vegas, and tonight it's taking yet another turn. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. The man accused of orchestrating Tupac's murder has new attorneys, and they are speaking first with 8 News Now investigator David Charns about how they plan to prove Keefe D is innocent.
Well, Dwayne Davis has repeatedly said that he handed a person the gun used to shoot and kill Tupac just right here off the Strip nearly 30 years ago. Tonight, his attorneys say don't believe him because lying to the public isn't a crime. You don't think we should believe him?
In reference to his claiming to have committed a murder that he did not, no, don't believe him in reference to that.
62-year-old Dwayne Davis's new attorneys say we shouldn't take their clients' public statements about the murder of Tupac Shakur at face value. A grand jury indicting Davis 2 years ago for the rapper's 1996 murder. Now Robert Draskevich and Michael Pandulo are taking over. Draskevich most recently representing ex-politician Robert Tellis in his murder trial last year. Davis's case set for trial next winter.
Usually cold cases that are brought many, many years later are brought on the basis of strong forensic evidence.
DNA.
So we don't have that here.
What we know prosecutors have, Davis's own words, whether true or not. In a book published with a co-writer in 2019, Davis says he was in a group that followed Shakur that night, eventually leading to him handing a gun to the shooter. That, and other statements and interviews, leading prosecutors to bring the case to a grand jury.
Did he write that book himself?
I don't know what's going on, but I just got a call saying I got like a 50, 60 pound package to my LLC, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, I just got a call saying I got a 50, 60 pound package. It don't say from where, whatever. And I had my client pick it up from Walgreens. So that's why it was taking me a long time to get back to y'all. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, y'all probably heard a bunch of stuff that I probably missed. So we gonna take it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna go right to right here.
That are brought many, many years later are brought on the basis of strong forensic evidence.
DNA.
So we don't have that here.
What we know prosecutors have, Davis's own words, whether true or not. In a book published with a co-writer in 2019, Davis says he was in a group that followed Shakur that night, eventually leading to him handing a gun to the shooter. That, and other statements and interviews, leading prosecutors to bring the case to a grand jury.
Did he write that book himself? Are those statements accurate?
It's not a crime to claim that you did something that you didn't in fact do.
Davis's history with police, both in Nevada and California, dates back decades and focuses more on drug dealings than Shakur's death. His attorneys say anything he said about the murder should include the lens of his receiving immunity and making money.
But we anticipate providing a much more in-depth and true explanation of why those statements were made.
Possible witnesses who would provide testimony at trial: Suge Knight, who himself was injured in that shooting, and Sean Diddy Combs, who ran a rival record label. Now, Combs has denied any involvement in that. It is important to mention we don't really know what prosecutors plan to present at trial, and if that includes other evidence we haven't seen yet. The trial is scheduled to begin next February, and those attorneys say they will be prepared for that date. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
Earlier this summer, a jury found Davis guilty for taking part in a jail fight. The sentencing for that scheduled to happen in just a few weeks.
It is video that you saw first here on 8, a fight between an inmate and the man charged in the killing of rapper Tupac Shakur. Well, today, a jury finding Dwayne "Keefe D. Davis guilty for taking part in that fight, and today he learned his punishment. 8 News Now investigator David Charnes telling us what it is.
Okay, so you do all of this to get some money, go to jail. 30 years later, and now you in jail, prison, whatever you in, still causing problems and being a menace. Like, this is an example of never learning a lesson. And this is a grown man, bro. Like, got grandkids, all that, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know, bro. It's just that we be having the wrong people in position to be examples for us, bro. Like, yeah, that's the past. That was the past. Like, he might be a totally different person now, but I'm hoping we all learning from this, man. Because we still got examples today that's showing us that we kind of haven't learned yet. For example, his homeboy Diddy. Diddy's name is being brought up. I ain't gonna say his homeboy, but you know, Anybody that's out here doing stupid stuff, bro, I don't care if y'all know each other, don't know each other. Y'all homeboys. Because y'all doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So, to everybody, I hope this is a learning lesson. But to the smart ones, bro, like, look, and you out here doing your thing, tighten up, bro. Tighten up. We seeing right before us that, look, whatever we did yesterday is not going to stay in the dark. And even the people that could be prominent in the case might not keep their mouth closed, bruh. So 1, watch what you're doing. 2, watch who you doing it with. Cause man, and again, stay in school, get a job. I mean, not get a job, don't get a job. Start a business. You know what I'm saying? Sell some candy or something. Start selling candy young. Start saving money and start a business when you young. Build that business and do something for the community. Love those that love you. Be a blessing. Real. That's crazy.
And also what it means for the upcoming murder trial.
Dwayne Davis has been in custody in that jail for about 2 years. He was arrested in September 2023, and he had a couple of things to tell the judge before she sentenced him.
This is wrong. I got attacked.
62-year-old Dwayne Keefe D. Davis tells a Clark County judge he's the victim, months after a jury took just 90 minutes to find him guilty of fighting with another inmate inside the Clark County Detention Center. That December 2024 fight caught on surveillance video, showing the two men wrestling on the ground before guards separate them.
My parents brought me up to protect yourself. That's all I was doing was protecting myself. This is totally wrong, man.
Tuesday's sentencing for the jail fight coming after weeks of delays and after prosecutors played audio of Davis where they say he proclaimed victory. Davis, arrested nearly 2 years ago on accusations he ordered the 1996 murder of rapper Tupac Shakur, saying he's a target in the facility and that he knows better.
It seemed like a setup to me, and it was wrong, man. I'm trying to do my time as best as possible, trying to stay out of trouble. The dude attacked me.
So with credit for time served, Davis will be up for parole for the fight in about a year. Meantime, the murder trial is scheduled to begin in February. At the Regional Justice Center, I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
So as we first told you, Davis recently changed attorneys for that particular trial. Those attorneys telling us they are prepared for that trial, which is scheduled to start next year.
Lawyers for the man charged with murdering the rapper Tupac Shakur filing a motion this week. 8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne joins us live in studio with more. Kyle, why now?
Brian, the murder trial for Dwayne Davis, best known as Keefe D, is coming right up this summer, and his new lawyer wants to get some of the evidence the state plans to use against him tossed as soon as he can.
They have a right to their point of view. We have a right to ours, and nobody has a monopoly on the truth, or in this case, the facts.
And some of those facts, Davis's attorney, Robert Draskevich, wants to clarify, as he did in this 24-page motion to suppress evidence that Metro Police seized in a nighttime search of Davis's home. Davis's lawyer writing the police didn't have good reason to break down Davis's door in the middle of the night, so to speak, and that this affidavit Metro showed a judge in order to get that warrant shouldn't have been enough for her to allow the nighttime search. The motion to suppress says the court was misled and that there was bad faith, meaning the judge should toss any evidence the police recovered that night. The 8 News Now investigator spoke with Draskevich earlier this year.
We keep our eye on the ball. What we do is we lay out all the tasks that need to occur before the trial date, investigation that needs to occur, interviews that need to take place, subpoenas that need to be issued. We are just beginning that now.
And now, this motion to suppress, accompanied by 186 pages of supporting documents, including a list of items the cops took from Davis's home after the search, like a USB drive, an iPhone, iPads, laptops, and other tablets. The second page showing the police also grabbed a copy of Vibe magazine on the murder victim, the rapper Tupac Shakur, a copy of the book Compton Street Legends, in which Davis is alleged to have confessed to the murder. District Attorney Steve Wolfson, back when Davis was arrested over 2 years ago, standing behind the evidence Davis is now challenging.
This is an important case. We wanted to make sure we get it right. We wanted to make sure we had legally admissible evidence. We wanted to make sure that we felt comfortable that we had sufficient legal evidence. You know, if you're going to charge a person with murder, he has a right to believe that the system would only bring charges if there was sufficient legal evidence.
Davis's attorney is no stranger to high-profile cases. Robert Draskowitz just defended a former porn star who was convicted of beheading her ex-husband, and he represented disgraced politician Robert Tellis in his murder case a year ago, August. Brian.
Dwayne Davis and the lawyers on both sides will appear in court January 6 to argue the latest motion. Davis is serving a sentence at High Desert State Prison for a fight he started when he was in Clark County Detention Center awaiting his murder trial.
Just say the man charged in connection with Tupac Shakur's murder repeatedly confessed to it. That in response to a motion by lawyers for Dwayne "Keefy D" Davis to toss evidence police collected in a nighttime search of Davis's home. The lawyers called that search unnecessary. Documents say police seized several computers, tablets, hard drives, firearm cartridges, and black tubes containing photographs. Prosecutors say Davis was a high-ranking leader of the Southside Compton gang Crips and served prison time as recently as 2015.
But see, my thing with this is, bro, I don't care what evidence you claim you got, bro. It's just disrespect to be coming 30 years later with this crap, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, these lawyers plan to pull. I don't know what these lawyers plan to, or got up their sleeve or whatever. But whatever it is, man, to me, in my eyes, it all look like a money grab. Creating jobs, you know what I'm saying? And hey, bro, if you want to continue to be in there causing problems and making your stay harder and harder, that's on you, bro. But either way, like I said, kids, grown men too, seem like we need to talk to grown men too, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all be having hate in y'all blood and causing problems for people that y'all love, you know what I'm saying? And causing them to end up in situations like this, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people be walking around saying that we can't blame other people for what we going through sometimes. And sometimes you don't know that you really can, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we have the decision to get away from these people, but at the same time, we didn't just put this love into you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all do that, it doesn't do nothing to us physically, but at the same time, it does something to us psychologically and emotionally. And men have emotions and have psychological warfares as well too. So when you call a person your friend, you are held accountable for a lot of things. That is a responsibility. If you don't want to be that person's friend because whatever baggage they have, you got to tell them that. Because if they think that they can confide in you and they coming to you telling you all this stuff and you using it on them as a weapon, or really not caring and they seeing that you're not caring, that could take a toll on them and would lead them to doing crazy stuff like this 30 years down the line, damn near, and you writing books about stuff that led you in jail. There's so many lessons we can learn from this, bro. And it's just like, bro, I guess we just gonna follow up. I know I'm behind on this, you know what I'm saying? But we just gonna start off where we started off and end where we end. We catch up. But it's your man's Ray Angelo. He the Gee Bush Girls Dilly Antidote when I'm out.